Alright, what's up guys, Brad here, and today we're going to be reviewing, the Fractured in Alterac Valley expansion will be coming out on December 7th, so roughly 2 weeks, maybe a week, when you get to see this. I'm trying to put this out as fast as possible, and I'm actually pretty excited about this expansion. A lot of cool stuff. So we're getting mercenary heroes, so they're just the heroes that we've had before. They're coming back. Honorable kill is our new keyword, so basically if you can get the exact lethal damage, an effect will basically go off. And on top of that, so if it's a spell, it'll go off the one time it has to, like, deal 3 damage, you do the 3 damage, and then you'll get the extra effect. If it's a minion, you can have the effect repeat multiple times by, say you've got a 2/5, you kill something with 2 health, you get the extra effect, kill another thing with 2 health, get the effect again, you know, pretty self-explanatory. And then there's also objectives, which are spells with effects that last for 3 turns. Pretty straightforward. So let's get down here to Demon Hunter, and we'll go over. So we've got Kurtrus Demon Render. So I have to find it up here. Give me a second. Boom. So he is a 6 mana hero with Battle Cry. Summon 2/1 for Demons with Rush, and it's improved by your hero's attack this game. So I don't really know what that means. If like maybe you summon something better or more of them based on what happens, but that's a little bit hazy. But other than that, you get the 1 mana spell as your hero power. +2 attack this turn, and after a friendly minion attacks, you refresh it. So you can continuously pump this up if you have stuff on the board or anything with rush. Pretty nice, I mean. Could possibly try to do some like OTK stuff, who knows. And it's definitely for the, at least I think, a more aggressive tokeny style Demon Hunter. So for me, as you can see, we've got the the rating system again here in the upper right hand corner, and for me, I think this is a great card. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. You know, for myself, I think that this is something that you'll definitely be playing, messing around with. I don't know if it's gonna be in every single Demon Hunter. You're gonna see it non-stop. Today's meta right now, it seems to be just swarming with like pirate warrior, for example, super aggressive pirate warrior. And then also like combo rogue were the 2 ones that I've seen since I've last played. I'm kind of on the DL of playing a little bit right now. But next up, we'll go to Carry a Fell Soul. So it's a 6 mana 6/6 legendary battle cry. Transform into a 6/6 copy of a demon in your deck. So pushing for the big demon with either death rattles or end of turn effects, anything decent like that. This is a way to cheat out something. I mean, for what we have, and then maybe there's something also that you have that would be useful to have, that's a lower cost minion with better stats, right? Realistically, I think this is something that probably won't work. I'm thinking Big Demon Hunter itself is going to be something that's not going to work out too well. So I'm going to put it down in actually the 2-star category. I think it's a Big Demon Hunter as of right now. I think it's going to be kind of a meme thing. I think later on it could be good, but it's a little bit iffy. There are decent targets. Like I said though, I think the more aggressive stuff will be something you'll see. Urzel the Giant, 13 mana 8/8 demon with cost 1 less for each friendly minion that died this game. So this doesn't have to be in your hand. It doesn't have to be. It could be in your deck. And basically, it's a 0 mana 8/8 at some point, right? So can't go wrong with that. Maybe you have mass amounts of card draw, anything like that, and you know. This is your kind of like late game finisher, so I can see this being played quite a bit in that aggro, token style deck. So I'll give it 4 stars. Sigil of Reckoning, 5 mana fell spell. At the start of your next turn, summon a random demon from your hand. So you could basically get a 5 mana 8/8, which isn't really that amazing. It's definitely not bad, but that would be at 6 mana. You could pull, there's a bunch of targets, but once again, like I said, this kind of falls into the big Demon Hunter category. For me, doesn't really do too much, so I'll give it 2 stars. Next, we had Field of Strife, 2-mana spell with your minions have +1 attack last 3 turns. So all your little 1/1s that you create, you can basically make into a 2/1 and kind of trade into stuff a little bit better. I don't know if this is going to fit into the Demon Hunter deck. It might be one of those flex spots, so I'm going to give it 3 stars to experimentation. Next, we have Warden of Chains, 4-mana 2/6 with Taunt and Battlecry. If you're holding a demon that costs 5 or more, gain +1/+2. The 3/8 for 4 mana. It's definitely solid. I don't know if you even need to have a big demon hunter to do this. There's a chance that you could get this off without it. I'm still thinking though it mainly falls in the big demon hunter category, but I'll give it a 3-star because there's a chance that it can go into something else as well. Flank Maneuver, 4-mana spell with summon a 4/2 demon with rush. If it dies this turn, summon another one. So this I think is insane. It's a 4-mana, you can kill 2 guys, you can kill one and then have a 4/2 sitting on the board. You can kill an 8/8 with 4 mana, so definitely not bad. And then every time something dies, you're reducing the cost of Ursula Giant, so I think it's absolutely great. I think it'll be played in most Demon Hunters that you see out there, so I'll give it 4 stars. Flag Runner, 3-mana 1/6 with whenever a friendly minion dies, gain +1 attack. There is a possibility you could see something like this get played. I mean, you could see something with maybe this Battle-Worn Vanguard where you have stuff on the board and then possibly you drop this, attack stuff, it becomes maybe like a 3/6. It's not bad, it becomes a threat a little bit, but realistically, I think it's kind of blah. I don't see it being played much at all. I think I'm going to give it 1 star actually. Alright, Dread Prison, Glaive, 1-mana 1/3 weapon with honorable kill, and deal damage equal to your hero's attack to the enemy hero. So the nice thing is with this weapon, and purchase Demon Render, so as we said here, you get the +2 attack this turn, and then you can keep refreshing it and bumping it up. It makes it a little more flexible, so not only are you, and there's also a lot of weapon buffs in general, so there's a good chance I think this gets played a good amount. I think this goes into the aggro, the token Demon Hunter, excuse me. I'll give it 4 stars. And Battle-Worn Vanguard, 2-mana 2/2. After your hero attacks, summon 2 1/1 Fell Wings. I think this also fits into it. I don't think it's as good as some of the cards, but because I think that's going to be falling into that deck, I'll give it also 4 stars as well. So you're looking at basically the hero card purchase. Ursula Giant is one of the most, it's 0-mana 8/8 essentially. So it really is almost a 5-star card, but because I don't think that deck's going to be absolutely amazing, I'll give it 4 stars. And then you're looking at essentially a Flanking Maneuver, Dread Prison, Glaive, and Battle-Worn Vanguard. So Demon Hunter looks decent. I've never been a big fan of Demon Hunter though, so we'll move on to Druid. So we've got Wildheart Guff, so let's find him here. Wildheart Guff is a 5-mana hero with Battlecry. Set your maximum mana to 20 and gain a mana crystal and draw a card. So I don't know exactly what how it's gonna look on the field. I mean, it's gonna be kind of weird, I'm sure. But let's see here. So our hero part turns into a 2-mana. Choose one, draw a card, or gain a mana crystal. So there's some chances here. I think you're gonna be drawing a card more than gaining a mana crystal. That's just I guess. I honestly am not a huge fan of this card. I don't think it's that great. So I mean, get a little bit of a ramp, drawing a card. It's not terrible, but I think it's like an experimentation thing for me. So I'll give it 3 stars right now. Now we have Wing Commander Mulverick, 4 mana 2/5 legendary with rush. Your minions have honorable kills. Summon a 2/2 wyvern with rush. Wyvern, excuse me. So, yeah, if this card comes down by itself, and there's a bunch of 2/2s in the field, you can all of a sudden just start trading in things and have an infinite amount of 2/2s on the field as well. Other thing as well is you got other things on the field, so let's just take this Pathmaker down here. You know, all of a sudden you played that the turn before, you kill someone with 3/4, and then get another 2/2. You know, if it's got 3 health, kill it with the Pathmaker, get another 2/2 Wyvern with Rush. You know, it just works out pretty well. So I think there's a chance, but kind of similarly, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. I wonder if I could see one thing. No, I think those wyverns might be beast as well. Let me try to scroll down a little bit, try to find one. Yep, so it's a beast as well. So I mean, there is a chance for it to be thrown into this beast druid that I'm thinking is going to be pretty popular. It's going to do well, but I'm going to give it 3 stars as well, because I think it's going to be experimentation here. Alright, so we've got Capture Cold Tooth Mine, a 2 mana spell. Choose one, draw your lowest cost card, or draw your highest cost card. So a lot of like a tutoring, you can basically set your deck up to be based around maybe your highest cost minion, or lowest cost card maybe you want. Really flexible. I think it's actually really, really powerful, so I'm going to give it 4 stars. And then Frostsaber Matriarch, 7 mana 4/5 beast with taunt, and costs 1 less for each beast you've summoned this game. So, as I stated before, Beast Druid I think is going to be pretty powerful. And Frostsaber Matriarch, I mean, we've seen a lot of cards similar to this. So it's essentially a 0 mana 4/5 with taunt. We've seen cards like this get played all the time. So I think that this is going to be played all the time as well. And I'll be honest, I think Beast Druid's gonna be decent. Just my thought. I think it's gonna do well. There's a lot of synergy to it, and the beasts don't seem too bad. So I don't know if it's gonna be like meta defining and absolutely break the game, but I think there's a good chance that it's gonna be very powerful. So I'll give it 4 stars. Frostwolf Kennels, 3 mana spell. At the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 wolf with stealth last 3 turns. So you're getting 6 stats essentially over the course of time. And stealth means you can hide them on your guys, and possibly do something like Heart of the Wild, where you're buffing up guys, or Claw Fury Adept, you give them +1 attack. There's a lot of versatility actually, so there could be a little bit of burst play. Obviously, you hide them behind something, but maybe you don't. I don't know. Not sure what the exact way you want to go about it. So I do think this is going to fit into it, so I'll give it the 4 stars as well. Anyways, Pathmaker, 3 mana 3/4, cast the other choice from your last choose one spell you've cast. So this is just my thought, so this doesn't fit, I don't think, into the I don't think this fits into our beast deck, but it's really good. There's a chance there's like a ramp deck that you play, where what you do is, and this is what I'm thinking might be a little bit more powerful, is a ramp like big druid, where you play Pride Seeker. So as you can see here, we'll kind of talk about these two together. So Pride Seeker, 3 mana 2/4 battle card. You choose one card, costs 2 less, and then Nourish becomes a 4 mana spell. And so say you coin that out or something, or you play this on 3, you play Nourish on 4, and then you play Pathmaker next turn or whenever, and then all of a sudden you can either draw 3 cards or you get 2 more, you ramp up 2 more. So I mean, it's pretty powerful. I think these have a really decent shot at being powerful. The biggest problem is how the meta is with being super aggressive, which I absolutely hate. And one of the main reasons why I feel like I usually get away from playing Hearthstone, like the regular game, the Battlegrounds, is because it's always like I like little slower games for myself. I think that's really powerful. I don't know if I want to give it 5 stars though. But so I think it's its own category, but I think it's still 4 stars for both of these. So really like them though. We'll go to Dire Frostwolf, 4 mana 4/4 beast. Has stealth, death rattle, summon a 2/2 wolf with stealth. So I really like this card. Really sticky, annoying. More beasts, so more things to make Frostwolves. Frost Saber Matriarch cheaper. So for myself, it's into that 4-star category. Claw Fairy Adept, 2 mana 2/3 beast, battlecry, give all your friendly characters +1 attack this turn. This includes your hero character. Yeah, I think it fits into the beast stuff as well. Obviously, if you got a bunch of 2/2 stealth wolves down, turn them to 3/2s. Just a bunch of stealth guys, so why not? I think it fits in their 4 stars. And then Heart of the Wild, 3 mana spell, give your minion +2/+2, then give your beast +1/+1. So you can give essentially, if you give it to a beast, it gets +3/+3, and then everything else gets +1/+1. I think it's solid. I think it fits right into that Beast Druid. I think Beast Druid's gonna be something. Like I said, not sure 100% if it's gonna be the best, but I have some pretty good faith into it. I think really the only card that kind of throws me off here is Wildheart Guff. I'm not a huge fan of it, and Wing Commander Mulverick. Honestly, the 2 legendaries are the ones that I'm like, they're a little bit experimentation, right? The rest of them I think are great, fit right into a deck, solid. Make them go there. Next, we have Hunter. So we've got Beast Stalker Tavish as our legendary hero. So 6 mana with Battlecry Discover and cast 2 improved secrets. So our secrets are improved Explosive Trap, which deals 3 damage to all enemies. Improved Freezing Trap, which it costs 4 more when it goes back to the hand. Improved Snake Trap, you summon 3 2/2 snakes. Improved Pack Tactics, you summon 2 3/3 copies of a minion. Improved Open the Cages, you control 2 minions, you summon 2 animal companions. Improved Ice Trap, which is a new one, so when your opponents cast a spell, return it to their hand. Instead, it costs 2 more. And that's it. And then the hero power is, where is it? Summon Pets. So you basically just summon an animal companion, which is Misha, Leok, and Huffer. Definitely not bad. I don't mind it. Don't love it, but I don't mind it. So, here's a regular Ice Trap as well. But I think it's decent, experimentation probably here. Hero power is probably not the greatest out of the ones I've seen, being that it's 3 mana, but it's also essentially an animal companion for your hero power. You don't even need a card, you're gonna get something okay. Obviously, when you get later on down the road there, at like 10 mana, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, a 4/2 is not amazing. But anyways, I'll give it 3 stars. I mean, there's a chance, I guess. I think the improved traps are the things that you're looking at, but realistically, they're not that amazing. So, yeah. Next, we have Wing Commander Ikman. 9 mana 5/4 Battlecry, summon a legendary, and Battlecry summon a beast from your deck and give it rush. If it kills a minion, this turn repeat it. So I think they're kind of pushing a big beast hunter or something. Mountain Bear is really the only one I can see from this new set, and maybe there's something else. Realistically, is this going to work out? Probably not. I will experiment with it, but in reality, I think it's just a meme card. So 2 stars. Spring the Trap, 4 mana spell, deal 3 damage to a minion, and cast a secret from your deck. If you have the Honorable Kill, you cast 2 secrets from your deck. Now, here's the thing. How good is Secret Hunter? I don't think it's that amazing. That's just me. None of the secrets are really popping off to me, but then again, it's not a bad thing. I'm gonna give it 3 stars just because I think there's a chance that it could be played decent, but who knows. Next up, we have Ice Trap, the secret, the 2 mana secret. Frost also. Not sure if that's matters or not. But when your opponent casts a spell, return to their hand instead, and it costs 1 more. So, not bad. I mean, X spells, so it's not bad. I don't know if it's amazing. So I'm gonna give it a 3 stars as well. I think it's like okay. Alright. Revive Pet, 3 mana nature spell with discover a friendly beast that died this game and summon. So because you're discovering one, you get 3 choices, and you could basically do a 3 mana mountain bear, let's say. So it's 7 mana 5/6 with death rattle. You get the cubs. There's a chance here, right? If it was just a random one that's died, you don't want anything die, so the mountain bear would suck because then you could get the cubs. I think Revive Pet is actually pretty good. Yes, it kind of fits into like this Wingman or Ickman, but I think you could make one without it. So I'll give it 4 stars. I think it's actually not bad. Dun Balar Bunker, 2 mana spell at the end of your turn. Draw a secret and set its cost to 1. Last 3 turns. So essentially, it's you're getting -3 for the spells, right? -3 cost. Then you gotta cast them for 1. So 2, 3. It's not it's not bad, but like I said, the secrets, I'm not sure how well they do. So I'm going to give it 3 stars as well. Stormpike Battle Ram, 4 mana 4/3 beast with rush. Death rattle, your next beast costs 2 less. So that's not bad either. I think that fits into more things than not. So because of that, I'll give it 4 stars. I think you could see that one actually being played. Ram Tamer, 3 mana 4/3 battle cry. If you control a secret, gain +1/+1 in stealth. Once again, the secret stuff. Not sure where secrets are gonna be. I'll give it 3 stars. I don't have full, love for it. So, I'm not like, oh yeah, secrets, they're gonna be amazing. And then Bloodseeker, 2 mana 2/2 with honorable kill, gain +1/+1. I think this is actually really powerful. So as long as you kill something early on, so turn 2 you play this, they play something at 1, turn 1 or turn 2. Something's gonna probably have 2 health. Kill it, becomes a 3/2, then you can kill something with 3, maybe it turns into a 4/2, it kind of keeps going, and then you can finally hit him in the face maybe, or what, it works out pretty well. I think Bloodseeker is actually really powerful, so I'll give it 4 stars. Then Mountain Bear, 7 mana 5/6 beast with taunt, death rattle, summon 2/2/4 cubs with taunt. While this, I don't think Hunter has a really solid plan for anything. I think Mountain Bear will find its spot somewhere, so I'm going to give it 4 stars because of that. It's just really, really good defensive play. That's all. So, at some point, I think you're going to end up seeing this played with the Revive Pet, and probably maybe the Stormpike Battle Ram. Not sure, but maybe those guys will kind of find some spot together. Not a huge fan of Hunter in this one. Next, we have Mage. So we've got Magister Dawngrasp, 8 mana, legendary with battlecry. Recast a spell from each spell school you've cast this game. So you're gonna want to play, at least a decent amount. So frost, fire, nature if you can, whatever, just a bunch of stuff. Arcane. And your hero power becomes 2 mana, deal 1 damage. Honorable kill, gain +2. So if you kill your own stuff or the opponent's stuff, it then turns into a deal 3 damage, and then it could turn into a deal 5, 7, 9, whatever. And then turns into a problem because you just start hitting the face for like 5+ damage per turn, 2 mana. Honestly, I think Magister Dawngrasp is really powerful. I think he's evenly statted for being an 8 here. So I'm going to give him, honestly, I'm trying to think if I give one of these a higher stat rating now. Like, is this what I'm thinking is going to be up there? Trying to remember here. Alright. I'm thinking Mage is actually going to be pretty good. Yeah. Man, I feel like I'm just getting everything 4 stars though. I think it's I think it's 4 stars. I think it's really solid. Belinda Stonehearth, 6 mana, 5/5 battlecry, draw 2 spells, swap their cost with this minion's stats. So let's just use the cards next to it, right? The Ruin the Archmage and Mass Polymorph. So maybe you draw this, it becomes a 5 mana spell, and then 9 attack, and then a 7 health and 5 mana spell. Pretty solid. Big spell mage is definitely a thing, and I think it's going to be a thing. I'm actually very excited about Big Spell Mage. I'm not sure if Mage Seer Dawngrasp fits into the Big Spell Mage. I think it's really good, and I think it could. But I'm not 100% sold on it fitting exactly in there. I think it's like one of those flex spots. Is why I gave it the 4 stars. Belinda Stonehearth, I think actually, because here's the thing, I don't think you run Arcane Brilliance. I don't think you run Siphon Mana. I think you're kind of running these right here for the most part, and then maybe some other ones that you have already right now. Possibly one of a Mass Polymorph, something. So I don't know. I'm gonna stick with the 4 stars still. I can't say 100%, but I think Rune of the Archmage is absolutely amazing. If you can lower the cost of this, or just play this in general, play it a few times, whatever it is, you're gonna see some pretty cool stuff. So this is why I was thinking about giving it 5 stars. Like, I think if this is gonna be as good as I think you give Belinda, Rune of the Archmage, and possibly Iceblood Tower, but Iceblood Tower might be something a little bit too slow. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Belinda Stonehearth, I think, is going to do well. I think it fits into the big spell, and I think this Rune of the Archmage is going to be stupidly strong. I'm going to give both of these 5 stars. Because Rune of the Archmage could just start slapping down a lot of crazy spells. Obviously, it's RNG, but if you can cast stuff numerous times, so maybe if Mage Seer Dawngrasp does become a thing. Oh, actually, that's not a spell school. But, if you could cheat it out somehow, you can do a bunch of stuff, there is a chance that it can be decent. And I'm going to be doing some deck theory crafting in a bit after this, so I'm just going to throw it out there. I think Rune of the Archmage is going to be stupid, so I think these two together are going to be 5 stars. Mass Polymorph, I think, is a little bit too situational, and it's way too aggressive early on, so I think that's more like 3 stars experiment. I think one of, maybe, you could see. Built to Snowman, I actually think it's decent. So Build the Snowman is a 3 mana 3/3 that freezes, and then a 6 mana 6/6 and a 9 mana 9/9 or something like that. I believe that's how it goes. I could be wrong. Yep, it's just like Pyros. So pretty good. Doesn't fit into the big spell mage, but I think it does fit. And then you gotta also remember, there's that 4 mana 3/4 card that gives you armor. Or when you draw a spell and you get whatever the mana cost is armor. So I think there's good ways to stall stuff out, and you're gonna be freezing stuff with like Amplified Snow Flurry. So like I said, there's definitely something here. I'm pretty excited to try it out, which is why I'm giving those. With the Snowman, I think it's solid, but I think it's a different deck. So I could see that being like a 4-star card. Iceblood Tower, 10 mana spell at the end of your turn. Cast another spell from your deck, lasts 3 turns. Cast 3 if you have big spells, could be good. My thing is, I think it's a 1-of card, and on top of that, I think it's a card that is a bit too slow. So I think it's just an experimentation one. I think there's a chance it fits into the big spell mage, but I'm not sure. Arcane Brilliance, 4 mana arcane spell, add a copy of a 7, 8, 9, and 10 cost spell in your hand in your deck to your hand. Yeah, so here's the thing. This is basically a 4 mana do nothing. not sure if you want to do that. Maybe like you wait a little bit and start playing stuff that, you know, you try to reduce the cost of it, or you try to freeze the whole board and then play this. Something. As of right now, I'm more on the edge of it's bad, like pretty much like a meme card. But there's a chance, like I said, so I'll give it 3 stars still to kind of, because like I think Iceblood Tower and Arcane Brilliance are kind of the cards with Mass Polymorph. These 3 all kind of fit together. While it would be real nice to get 3 Rune of the Archmages with Arcane Brilliance, or 4 of them even, I'm not sold on it. Now we'll go to Siphon Mana though. So 2 mana arcane spell would deal 2 damage, audible kill, reduce the cost of spells in your hand by 1. Pretty weak. Actually, 2 mana deal 2 sucks. Reducing the cost is nice, but the fact that it has to be deal 2, I think, is really rough. So I'm gonna give this one actually like pretty much 2 stars. I think it's kind of meh. The meme also gets meh. So as you guys know. Amplified Snow Flurry, 2 mana, 2/3 elemental battlecry. Your next hero power costs 0 and freezes the target. So it's nice you don't have to use it right away, and you can freeze something whenever you want. I think it's actually really powerful and possibly fits into the big spell mage. So I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I think it fits in there. And Shivering Sorceress, 1 mana, 2/2 battlecry. Reduce the cost of the highest cost spell in your hand by 1. I think it fits into every single mage deck. And this is probably one of the best cards that we've seen so far. So 5 stars for sure. Like I said, excited about this big spell mage. It could be Mimi, it could be me just living the dreams. But I'll tell you what I think the real best cards and stuff will be later on. Alright, we are moving to Paladin, which is Light Forge Cariel. 7 mana with Battlecry, deal 2 damage to all enemies, so Consecration, and then equipped a 2/5 immovable object, which is a weapon that doesn't lose durability, and your hero takes half damage, rounded up. So here's the thing. This is the one negative about this card, at least that I'm viewing. Number 1, if this deck becomes very, very good, Ooze becomes played in every single deck. So, I don't think you're going to see it being played too much. I think this is a counter to the super aggressive stuff, which is what I like. So, anytime you take damage, you're taking half of it. Rounded up, obviously. I like it a lot. And on top of that, your hero power becomes 2 mana, give a random minion in your hand +4/+4. Yeah, huge buffs. Basically 2 mana blessing of kings, and taking half damage. And you can attack every single time. Even on the enemy's turn, you're taking half damage. This card's really good. So, that. I think you do like big stuff along with like just stalling out. So, how good do I think it's gonna be? I think it's pretty good, like I said. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Here's the thing. This is probably the class I'm most excited about. And it's because I really want to experiment with like stalling out as much as I can and just wrecking aggressive stuff and just healing a ton, doing that. I think this card is the way to do it. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars for now. There's a chance that, in my opinion, it could have been 5, but go for it. Sending the Scarlet 3 mana 2/2 with Rush whenever this minion gains attack or health, double the amount wherever it is. So if it's in your hand and you use that hero power, you get +8/+8. It's on the board, you have +1/+1, it gets +2/+2. So A lot of flexibility to this card. The card is really, really good. And like I said, really close. I think it fits into that deck, like I said. I'll give it 4 stars. Brasswing, 8 mana, 9/7 dragon. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. And if you kill something, you restore 4 health to your hero. Amazing card. I think there's a really good chance this takes off. So, Consecration, every single at the end of your turn. If you can protect it or it doesn't get killed. It's a really hard card to deal with. I like it a lot. Fits into that deck, so 4 stars. Stonehearth Vindicator, 3 mana, 3/1 battlecry, draws spell that costs 3 or less, and it costs 0 this turn. So you draw a 3 mana card, and then so like let's just say for example, Hold the Bridge. You draw Hold the Bridge, and then you can play it the exact same turn that it comes out. It could be good, but I'm not sure where it fits into. Definitely an experimentation card. So 3 stars. Hold on a second. Alright. Templar Captain, 8 mana, 88 with Rush. After this attacks a minion, summon a 5/5 defender with Taunt. So you're looking at a 13/13 for 8 mana. Split between 2 bodies. And you can get multiple 5/5s on the board because it's protected by the 5/5. This card is insane. Like, insane, guy. There's a chance it gets... Like, here's the thing. If it wasn't for me grouping things together and looking at what decks it's in to rate it, this would be a 5-star card. This is like one of the best cards in the set. But I think it fits into that deck, like I said, with Lightforge Cariel, and Scarlet, Brasswing, and Templar Captain. All kind of fit together, the 4 stars. Dunbaldar, Bridge, 4 mana spell, and after you summon a minion, give it +2/+2 and last 3 turns. Here's the thing. Quest Paladin, I really hope they do something about Quest. I don't really care for them too much. But Quest Paladin, play a bunch of 1/1s. So you play this, and you can just dump the board full of things and get +2/+2 on every single minion that you play. Really powerful. Not sure how Quest Paladin does, but it's definitely going to be a thing, and I think it's solid. I mean, I don't know how to rate it or 100%, but I'll give it 4 stars as well. But it's a different 4 stars. It's indifferent. Yeah. Anyways, Protect the Innocent. 5 mana spell with summon a 5/5 defender with Taunt. If your hero healed this turn, summon another. Here is where I think this card is really good, and I think it fits in the same deck. So in your deck you have all these large cards, right? So you got a 7 mana, 3, 8, 2 8s right here, and then you have this 5 mana card, right? You also throw True Silver Champion in. So True Silver Champion, turn 1 will then so you play it, you kill something. The second turn you kill another or attack him in the face if you even had to. You heal with the weapon, and then you get 10/10 stats with on turn 5. I think it fits in very easily, so I'll give it 4 stars. Cavalry Horn, 5 mana, 3/2. Death Rattle, summon the lowest cost minion in your hand. So what you would do is play it on 5, attack, then on turn 6 attack, and you get a hopefully a bigger guy. Maybe you play a 6 mana card plus you get whatever else that comes out from the Cavalry Horn. There's something there, yes, but I think it's kind of memey, so I'll give it 2 stars. You know, Big Paladin, while there's a lot of big stuff, I don't think that's where this fits in. So I'll give it 2 stars. Hold the Bridge, 3 mana Holy Spell, give a minion +2/+1 and Divine Shield. It gains lifesteal until the end of turn. So you want to throw this onto something with Rush, I'm guessing, or something that's obviously been on the board for a while. Not bad, but I'll give it the old 3 stars. Vitality Surge, 2 mana Holy Spell, draw a minion, and restore health to your hero equal to its cost. Fits right into that deck, like I said, 4 stars. I think this is really fun looking. Here's the problem. If Warrior, Quest Warrior that is still stupid, specifically Quest Warrior, I'm not very excited because I think it's gonna be hard to beat out that. But I'm hoping this could at least stop it for the most part. Now we have Priest. So we need Zyrella, which I don't even have right now. Give me a second. Right here. Zyrella. So we need Zyrella and then back to. So Zyrella here, the Devout, 8 mana with battle card. Trigger the death threat of every friendly minion that died this game. Oof. Really powerful. And then your hero power flips every single turn. So you can restore 5 health or deal 5 damage, depending on what turn it is. So that's really good. And honestly, I think Zyrella is pretty strong. I think Death Rattle could be pretty good. I'm not sure how many Death Rattles there are though. I think that's the problem. There's a lot of synergy with it. And I think the big one is Korok the Blood Rager is like the biggest Death Rattle guy that you could have out of all of them. But I'm trying to just really quickly see anything before that, like, you know, clicks in my head. No. So here's the thing. Realistically, I think Death Rattle Priest just doesn't have enough components to it as of right now, just from off the top of my head. So I think you're looking at like an experimentation. Like, it's an okay card. A Jack Hexen, 4 mana, 1/4 battle card. Take control of an enemy minion and Death Rattle, give the minion back. So you're gonna want to obviously take control of something with Rush or something with Taunt, I would say, to kind of protect him. Other than that, though, kind of like experimentation for sure. 3 stars. Shadow Devour, 1 mana shadow spell. Choose a minion. It steals 1 health from all other minions. So you can kind of buff something up. I don't know. I think that's a trash card. I'll give it 1 star. Gift of the Naru, 1 mana, holy spell, restore 3 health to all characters. If any are still damaged, draw a card. So we've seen stuff like this before. Definitely decent. I'll give it 3 stars still. Undying Disciple, this is one of your Death Rattle guys. 6 mana, 3/7. With Taunt, Death Rattle deal damage equal to this minion's attack to all enemy minions. So if you could buff up the attack of this, which you have Bless to do that with. Yes, but realistically, I think it's still 3 stars. Bless, 2 mana holy spell, give a minion +2 health, then set its attack to be equal to its health. So here's the thing, I think that this has a better chance to be decent than the other stuff. That's what I like the most. And basically it's like the Divine Spirit Inner Fire styles. You know, obviously it's not as good as Divine Spirit, but you're taking the attack, the health, throwing an Inner Fire on it, but you're giving 2 more attack and health. Pretty solid actually. I think it's good. I'll give it 3 stars as well. Stormpike, Aid Station, 3 mana spell. At the end of your turn, give your minions +2 health last 3 turns. Yeah, I think it's in like a tokeny style deck, so you're gonna need to play a lot of minions. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's same thing, probably experimentation. I don't know how the whole gaining health or, you know, playing a lot of minions and stuff like this, but yeah. Spirit Guide, 5 mana, 5/5, Taunt, Death Rattle, draw a holy and a shadow spell. This fits into a lot of priest decks, probably almost every one of them. So I'll give it 4 stars. Deliverance, 3 mana holy spell, deal 3 damage to a minion. Honorable Kill, summon a new 3/3 Kabuya. So you can knock some stuff down, finagle it to be 3. This could be really powerful. So realistically though, I'm going to give it the 3-star treatment as well. And Luminous Geode, 2 mana, 1/4 elemental. After a friendly minion is healed, give it to +2 attack. Kind of weird stat line, and not sure how you feel about it. I mean, this, you know, if you could buff this up, So for example, throw Bless onto this, and then start, healing it up. It'll keep continuing getting attack or whatever. There's a chance of that. I think there's also something I could think of. I think there was like an early game. No, actually, you know what it is? It's the 1/4, like the basic 1/4 guy that Priest has. I like that card with the Bless and maybe the Luminous Geode. There's a chance there. Realistically, it's experimentation. Don't think it's much. Overall, Priest seems kind of blah as usual. Moving on to Road, we got Shadow Crafter Scabs. So here he is. So 7 mana Battlecry. Return all minions to their owner's hand and summon 2 for 2 shadows with stealth. So this is a way better version of Vanish. And then you get a 0 mana hero power. And your next card you play this turn costs 2 less. So a preparation on every single card. Really powerful, great for combos and stuff. So I think it's solid. I'll give it 4 stars. Seraphine Fleet Runner, 5 mana, 5/5. Battlecry, replace your minions in hand and deck with ones from other classes. They cost 2 less. So, I mean, it's another class, like the Burgle style stuff. Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it's pretty good, but I think it's basically a meme, so I'll give it 2 stars. Forsaken Lieutenant, 2 mana, 2/2. Stealth. After you play a Death Rattle minion, become a 2/2 copy of it with Rush. So, if you could find any Death Rattle stuff that you want, which there are a few. For example, one of them that I'm thinking of would be Alterac the Blood Rager. I think that card is absolutely phenomenal. I think it could fit into this Rogue deck too with Death Rattle stuff. So I think Death Rattle Rogue, there is a chance to see Death Rattle Rogue be a thing. And I think it's like Alterac the Blood Rager, and there's a couple spells that we have already. Like it's like a draw. So I think this would work. You draw a 4 cost or less Death Rattle card, and you trigger its Death Rattle, which would then summon Alterac the Blood Rager. Forsaken Lieutenant could do it. There's just a lot to it. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I think Death Rattle stuff, like, there's a pretty good chance. The Lobotomizer, 2 mana, 2/2 honorable kill. Get a copy of the top card of your opponent's deck. I think it's bad. Just give it 1 star. Don't think there's much to really say about it. Just, I don't know, you could use your hero power and just get a 1/2 weapon, and then you have to honorably kill something. Chance of doing that is, there's a chance, but who knows? We'll see. Snowfall Graveyard, 3 mana spell. Your Death Rattles trigger twice, last 3 turns. Like I said, that dude, I can't remember his name right now, Alterac the Blood Rager, is absolutely insane. So you get a whole bunch of them. It's working out pretty well. I think it fits in there. 4 stars. Contraband Stash, 5 mana spell. Replay 5 cards from other classes you've played this game. Once again, I think this, playing from other class stuff is pretty much a meme, so I'll give it the 2-star treatment. Wild Paw Null, 5 mana, 4/5 rush. Cost 1 less for each card you played. You've added to your hand from another class. Same thing. Really powerful. There's a chance you can have this be 0 cost, 0 mana, 4/5 with rush. But realistically, I'm just gonna give it the meme status. Cold Tooth Yeti, 3 mana, 1/5 with combo, gain +3 attack. So it turns into a Shaman Yeti if you can combo it. I think it's kind of hard to activate it unless you like backstab and whatnot. So, preparation, backstab, anything like that. There's a chance. I'll give it 3 stars. Experimentation. Recon Assistance. I think I don't know how to say that word. I have no idea. Recon Assistance. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, 2 mana, discover a Death Rattle minion from another class. It costs 2 less. I think fit in that Death Rattle deck. So I'll give it 4 stars. Double Agent, 3 mana, 3/3 Battlecry. If you're holding a card from another class, summon a copy of this. This is really good, actually. It's kind of sad. These 2 cards are really solid, but I don't see this being that great. So I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to give this card 3 stars just because I think there's a chance that you can have some cards be from another class and holding on to them. And then you play this on top of this. So I'll give it 3 stars. But realistically, I'm very excited about Death Rattle Rogue as well. Hoping, as I said before, that we can kill off this pirate warrior and combo rogue and see some of this stuff, because this stuff looks at least more fun to play against than anything else. Alright, we're moving into some cool stuff here. Brucana of the Elements, 8 mana with Battlecry. Call upon the power of 2 elements. So the elements are Earth Invocation, excuse me. 2/3 elementals with Taunt. Water Invocation is a restore 6 health to all friendly characters. Fire Invocation is deal 6 damage to the enemy hero. Lightning Invocation, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. So yeah, not bad. Reminds me of Calathos, I believe his name was. The 7 mana 7, I think it was a 7 mana 7/7, 8 mana 7/7, something like that. Way back in the day. Elemental guy. So here's the thing. I think it's pretty solid. Good flexibility. And then on top of that, your hero power becomes call upon a different element every turn. So you choose 2, and then I think you get 2 choices, and then from there on, whatever you pick, that one just isn't there, and you get 3 choices, and just kind of cycle through. So you could be every single turn being like, all right, here's 2 2/3s with taunt to protect me and heal 6 the next turn, and then 2 2/3s and heal, and you're kind of constantly always being defensive. Or if they're close to dying, you just slap them in the face for 6 damage and just wipe their board out if they're token style. Pretty good versatility there. So I'm gonna honestly give them 4 stars. I think it's pretty good. All right, here is one of the biggest cards I think of the set to be announced, and it's Baron Glacier. 7 mana 6/6 elemental with Battlecry. For each frost spell you've cast this game, summon a 3/4 elemental that freezes. So he's like, Shaman got a decent amount of frost cards. I think these are actually the only frost cards they got though. So you got Snowball Fight, Glaciate, Frostbite, and Wind Chill. And then on top of that, we also have Sleet Breaker, which adds a Wind Chill to your hand. So you basically got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards that are all have frost stuff into them. And then you got this is just a bunch of frost stuff in general, like freeze, shaman stuff that works. I think they went the right way with this. So Chi Snowballed, really good. Snowball Fight. Anyways, let's just get to it. Baron Glacier, 7 mana 6/6, and then if you just summon, I think probably if you summon 2 of them, you get your value, like a really good value. Anything more than that is just icing on the cake. So I think 4 stars. I think it could, all of this stuff can fit together. Brucana of the Elements, I think could fit right in with it. And Baron Glacier. Snowball Fight, 3 mana frost spell, deal 1 damage to a minion and freeze it. If it survives, repeat this on another minion. So you can just continuously freeze the entire board for them. I like it, especially with Chi Snowballed. He said 4 stars. Chi Snowballed, 3 mana 3/4. After an enemy is frozen, deal 3 damage to it. So you could basically do Snowball Fight, freeze it, then Chi Snowball smacks it for 3 damage. I absolutely love it. It's like one of the best cards probably I've seen, like set wise. Love the artwork, love the idea of it. Just throwing a snowball at him, doing 3 damage. So there's a chance you could just Snowball Fight with Chi Snowball for 6 and wipe their entire board. So I like it a lot. So we'll see what happens. How well it works out. If it works as good as I'm thinking in my head. So Chi Snowball also gets 4 stars. Glaciate, 6 mana frost spell. Discover an 8 cost minion, summon it, and freeze it. There's some definite choices here. I think this is probably one of the weakest of the frost cards that we've seen. There are options here, but I do want to check one thing. Nope. So look, the Ice Lord. I thought he was gonna maybe be an 8 mana card, but he's 10. Glaciate though, there's a chance it doesn't make the set here. It doesn't make it the deck, so I'll give it 3 stars. Sleepbreaker, by far probably one of the best, and this is the reason. 2 mana 3/2, and add a Wind Chill to your hand. So Wind Chill frees a minion and draw a card. So you're generating cards, and on top of that, you're drawing cards with it, and freezing a minion, pretty solid, stall it out. It's just really good, and it's an elemental. So 4 stars, super good. Just, you know, keep that in mind. Could be higher depending on how elemental Shaman does. Wild Paw Cavern, 4 mana spell at the end of your turn. Summon a 3/4 elemental that freezes last 3 turns. Pretty good value, honestly. You know, not the greatest for 4 mana. You know, 4 mana 3/4 freezes is not really good. You know, you're looking at 3/6. You know, if like for the Mage's Frost Elemental. I think it's Frost Elemental. No, Water Elemental, excuse me. So, definitely weak, but obviously you're getting the value from turns later on. So, I'll honestly give that 3 stars. I think there's a chance you play it, but it probably doesn't go into the freeze stuff. Frostbite, 2 mana, deal 3 damage. And if you get Honorable Kill, your opponent's next spell costs 2 more. Really powerful effect, guys. So if we can get the Honorable Kill to go off, but realistically, just deal 2 mana, deal 3 damage. We've seen it a lot. It gets played often, so it'll get played for sure. So 4 stars. Snowfall Guardian, 5 mana, 3/3 elemental. Out here, freeze all other minions. Gain +1/+1 for each frozen minion. So we're gonna want to freeze at least probably 5. So you're gonna freeze your own as well. And you're stalling out, so I guess it's not bad. It could get away with a little bit less. Here's my only thing. I don't know if it fits into the Freeze Shaman or the Frost Shaman, whatever you want to call it. So I'll give this one 3 stars as well. And then Wind Chill, 1 mana Frost spell with freeze minion, draw a card. Probably the best card next to Sleepbreaker in the deck, and I'll give it the old 4 stars. Could see Sleepbreaker go to 5 depending on Elementals decks and other things, but I'm just basing it off of this Elemental Frost deck that I'm looking at right here. Pretty excited about it though. Warlock, we've got Redlich Tamsin. So it's Battlecry, deal 3 damage to all minions, and then shuffle 3 rifts into your deck and draw 3 cards. So these rifts are cast when drawn, summon a 3/3 imp. So it's a 3/3. That's it. Simple enough. Your power becomes shuffle a rift into your deck and draw a card. Not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. So I'll give it 3 stars. I think there's an experimentation here to have, but this is actually the one that I'm excited for. A lot of things that can happen here. A lot of cool stuff that we could see. So Tamsin's Phylactery. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. 4 mana shadow spell with death. Discover a friendly death rattle minion that died this game. Give your minions its death rattle. I think you already know where this is going. So number 1, Korok the Blood Rager. Already said this. So every single minion that you play from then on gets that death rattle. So you can, with all of those little 3/3 rifts, you can, 3/3 guys can turn into 3/3 guys that summon the Korok. It's pretty insane. There's a lot of stuff. Nerubian Egg could be another thing. Just get 4/4 guys every time it dies. It's a lot of stuff. I'm giving Tamsin's Phylactery a 4 star. Sacrificial Summoner, 3 mana, 3/3, Battlecry, destroy a friendly minion. Summon a minion from your deck that costs 1 more. So same thing. If you're looking at, let's just say, Nerubian Egg, kill that. 4/4 on top of it, pull out a minion, a 3 cost minion. Bad thing in Nerubian Egg, pull out Sacrificial Summoner. But maybe you play a Sacrificial Summoner onto something, it kills it, and then you pull out another minion, and then you can Sacrificial Summoner the Sacrificial Summoner, something like that. I don't know. think there's a lot of chances here. I'd like it a lot, actually, so I'm going to give it 4 stars as well. Felfire in the hole, 5-mana fel spell, draw a spell and deal 2 damage to all enemies. If it's a fel spell, deal 1 more. Would I pay an extra? I don't know. Does Warlock need like consecration? Essentially, that's what it is. Just with drawing a card, 1 extra mana, and might do 3 damage. Decent for sure, but not sure where it fits in. So I'll give it 3 stars for experimentation. Full blown evil, 3 mana fel spell, deal 5 damage, run the split among all enemy minions, repeatable this turn. So you could, you know, play 3, deal 5 damage, play another 3, deal 10 damage, another 3. So for 9 mana, you do 15 damage, split among all enemy minions. Not sure why they don't just put Echo on it, but what do I know? Echo this turn. I don't know why they don't just put that. But whatever. Full blown evil. I'll give it 3 stars. Experimentation. Seeds of Destruction. 2 mana fel spell is shuffle Horus into your deck. They summon a 3/3 Dread Imp when drawn. 2 mana do nothing? Not sure. Pretty sure that's a meme for right now. Desecrated Graveyard. 3 mana spell at the end of your turn. Destroy your lowest attack minion to summon a 4/4 shade. Last 3 turns. So, as we stated, I mean, Nerubian Egg is something. There's definitely some stuff. You want anything with Death Rattle to be triggered. It's definitely got chances here. I'll give it 3 stars. Hollow Abomination, 5 mana 2/8, Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Honorable kill, gain the minion's attack. So, you kill anything that only has 1 health with this guy, you gain its attack. Then on top of that, if you kill anything while attacking, you gain its attack as well. Really nice card. I think it might be a little rough, but I think I like the stat line. I like its effect and everything. It's pretty solid. I think it fit into, you know, some decks here. I don't know where, but I'll give it 3 stars. Grave Defiler, 1 mana 2/1. Battlecry, copy a fel spell in your hand. Any of these that come to mind? Not really, honestly. I don't want to copy any of these. I don't really care about it. It's solid. I mean, at some point it'll be good, but I'll give it 3 stars. You know, actually, yeah, I'll give it 3 stars. Whatever. Fellwalker, 6 mana 3/7 demon with taunt and battlecry. Cast the highest cost fel spell from your hand. Same thing. I don't really care about any of these fel spells. I'll just give it 3 stars. Overall, it's all pretty mediocre. The only 2 that really get me excited are the Tamsin's Phylactery and Sacrificial Summoner. The rest of them, pretty meh. And I do like Hollow Abomination. Moving on to Warrior. Kara the Valorous. A 7 mana with Battlecry equipped a 5/2 Unstoppable Force, which is a weapon that after you attack a minion, smash it into the enemy hero. So if you kill it, it will then hit them in the face for whatever the attack is as well, which I think is really cool. Not bad. And then the hero power becomes 2 mana, deal 2 damage, and if you get an honorable kill, you gain 4 armor. So a little versatile stuff. As I said, at this point, 7, you're at 7 mana. Not a lot of things are probably having 2 health, so probably not super likely that you get to that point, but I think it's not bad. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. Captain Galvangar. 6 mana 6/6 Battlecry. If you have gained 15 or more armor this game, gain +3/+3 and charge. So here's the thing. This is my thought as of right now. Bandar Stormbike is kind of a card that we have seen, and you know, we can mess around with it. So that could be your 4-cost card that you play in the game, and for the minion, and then everything else is higher. This is at least my one thought about this deck. So then it gets reduced to a 3 mana 6/6, and if you have gained 15 or more armor, gain +3/+3. You got Frozen Buckler, which gives you 10 armor. You're already 5 away. Your hero power, you're gonna hero power at some place. You're a warrior. You're playing slow. I think it's almost guaranteed that you get this off. So you basically could have a 3 mana 9/9 with charge. And on top of that, you can have a Faceless Manipulator that can copy it. It's just a lot of versatility here. I think this is the deck you need to be worried about. I think this card will be nerfed. People don't like charge. People don't really like at least I don't like the Pirate Warrior. I think this is going to be it. I like the rest of the deck, but I think this is a problem. So because of that, I'm giving it 5 stars. I think this is the best card of the set. Just to let you know. Because I think there's an OTK here, and I think it's not that hard to pull off. Anyways, so we got Snowden, 3 mana, Frost Spell, destroy a damaged minion, freeze all other minions. It could be played. I don't think it's played in that deck, but there's a chance you might fit it into there. So 3 stars, maybe. Frozen Buckler, I think it fits into this deck, obviously. So you can just get to this gain 15 or more armor. So I'll give it the 5 stars as well. Because you gain 10 armor, and then at the start of your next turn you lose 5 armor. While that sucks. So it's basically 2 mana, gain 5 armor, but what you do is you play it, and then maybe you play Shield Shatter, or you play, or maybe they have 5 damage on the board, or 10 at least. And it's, oh hey, look at that! I already used it up. I'm not gonna lose it. I think it's good enough. Iceblood Garrison. 2 mana spell at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all minions, last 3 turns. Not sure if that fits in the deck either. Reminds me of like an Enrage Warrior mechanic, so not sure. Could be something. We'll see. I'll give it 3 stars. Shield Shatter, 10 mana frost spell, deal 5 damage to all minions, cost 1 less for each armor you have. So basically, Frozen Buckler, 2 mana. So it becomes a 2 mana, 2 card, deal 5 damage to all minions. Nice little board clear. I really love the graphic of the artwork between the two. That it's just the same guy and he's slamming his shield into a guy and it's breaking. Pretty awesome, and I think it fits into the same deck. So, I think you want more gaining armor, abilities than just this one. But there are, there's that 3 mana tradable card that I think gives you 8 armor, so you can play that plus 2 mana for this. So basically 5 mana, deal 5 damage to all. Like I said, there's definitely some options here. And then here, so I'll give that 5 stars. To the front, another card that I think fits perfectly into it, and why I think you're gonna look at basically 1 mana Captain Galvangar here with double face manipulator and who knows what else. That Wind Fury guy. Everything's going to cost 1 mana once you do this. I'm just going to let you know. So you're looking at, pretty early on you can do this too as well. So I haven't done all the math and stuff like that in my head, but I'll figure it out at some point. To the front, your minions cost 2 less this turn, but not less than 1. I think this card's broken, and it's because of this card. So I think both of these are up for being nerfed. Just be prepared for that. So, that's what I'm guessing is going to be played day 1. Scrapsmith, 3 mana, 2/4 taunt battlecry. Add 2/4 grunts with taunt to your hand. Not a bad, not a bad defensive tool. Something. Experimentation, 3 stars. Axe Berserker, 4 mana, 3/5. Rush and honorable kill. Draw a weapon. I don't think it'll be played at all. I'll give it 1 stars. And just, the chance that you do honorable kill, and then on top of that, there's just other things to be played other than this. So, yes, it's not terrible, but not that great. Glory Chaser, 3 mana, 4/3. After you play a taunt minion, draw a card. So if you can protect it, you can constantly draw stuff. My big negative thing about this is I have to play a taunt minion, draw a card, and it has 3 health. There's a lot of stuff, I think, with honorable kill that are going to be dealing 3 damage and stuff. So I think that's kind of negative. Big one that comes to mind is the Shaman. that was Frostbite. And that's probably the worst one to have happen to you. So, geez, sorry. Some in my throat there. So yeah, Glory Chaser 3 stars. I think this is the best deck though, by far. So you're looking at, you know, Vandar Stormpike, a bunch of stuff just to stall the game out as much as you can. A lot of card draw, and to the front, Captain Galvangar, Faceless Manipulator, the guy that gives Wind Fury. So you could do 18. You can have basically doing 18 damage per Captain Galvangar. Yeah, and you only need one Faceless Manipulator, one Captain Galvangar, and one Wind Fury guy. Not really that many cards, and I think you only need one to the front. So you just need a lot of card draw. But I think it's possible. A lot of stall, a lot of card draw. Anyways, moving on. Drekthar. So these two, we already had the choice. You probably picked one, wasn't it? I chose Vandar Stormpike. That's what I wanted. Got him gold and happy about that. Drekthar, I think it's a little more boring. 4 mana, 4/4 battlecry. If this costs more than every minion in your deck, summon 2 of them. It just makes sense. Honestly, I think he's the better option here, but I think Vandar Stormpike has the cooler, you know, experimentation here. And I think it's going to pay off because I think he's going to be the better one in the long run because of that stupid warrior deck that I said. I think you're gonna hate that deck. Because here's the thing, you don't even need Stormpike to be in the deck to make this stupid. That's at least my thought right now. I don't believe you do. So Drekthar though, realistically, I think it's solid. Don't think it's breaking the game or anything, so I'll give it 4 stars. Vandar Stormpike though, like I said, 4 mana, 4/4 battlecry. If you cost less than every minion in your deck, reduces their cost by 3. So just because as of right now that warrior deck exists, I think that's gonna be stupid. I'll give it 5 stars. Ios the Forest Lord, 1 mana, 1/1 battlecry. Spend the rest of your mana, gain +2/+2. Rush, Mind Shield, or Taunt at random for each. Bad thing is, there's a chance you could have the game hate you and just give you Rush every single one. And then you have a 1 mana, 1/1 Rush. The likelihood is pretty low, but there is a chance. I think Ivis has a chance to be decent. I think it's one of the more flexible cards in the set. But I'll give it 3 stars. Lokalar, the Ice Lord. 10 mana, 8/8 elemental with Rush and Wind Fury. Cost 5 less if you have 15 or less health. So 5 mana, 8/8 with Rush and Wind Fury. Definitely solid. I think it fits into some stuff. Feel like removal, you could kill 2 things off with it. Doesn't like blow my mind though, so I'll give it 4 stars. Korak, the Blood Rager, 4 mana, 3/5 Death Rattle. If this wasn't honorably killed, resummon Korak. I think this also is one of the best cards of the set. So 5 stars it is. This has the most versatility, I think, out of the cards. I think you can see this being played in most of the cards, most of the decks that we've seen. Popsy Cooler, 3 mana, 3/3 mech with Death Rattle, freeze 2 random enemy minions. It's cute, but it doesn't do anything. It's trash. We'll give it 1 star. Spammy Arcanist, 5 mana, 3/4 Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all other minions. If any die, repeat this. So it's Defile on a body for neutral. There's a chance it gets played. A little expensive. There's definitely a chance. I'll give it 3 stars. Frozen Mammoth, 4 mana, 6/7 beast with this is frozen until you cast a fire spell. I think the only things that have fire are Shaman and Mage. And I don't know if Shaman has a lot, so I'm mainly seeing this Mage. I think there's a chance though. I think it could be pretty good. I'm actually gonna give it 4 stars. I mean, 4 mana, 6/7. And then you have that 1 mana, deal 2 damage flame spell right there. Boom. I mean, definitely a shot for it to be played. Grim Totem Bounty Hunter, 3 mana, 4/2 battlecry, destroy an enemy legendary minion. So it has, you know, there was an old card. It was like 8 mana, 8/4, I believe, and it was like destroy a legendary minion if you're holding a dragon back in the day. Can't remember the name of it, it's been so long. But this is like that, but it's with Big Game Hunter. Just stats from the old days. It's so, like, you know, it's very dependent on the meta, depending on what decks we've been playing and stuff. Are you gonna run this right away? Probably not. I'll give it 2 stars. Bottle Lieutenant, one of my favorite cards also. This 8 mana 3/5 at the end of your turn, eat a random enemy minion and gain its stats. Here's the thing. Absolutely love this card. The only way I think this gets played is if there's not combo decks, if it's control or mid-range, right? So it has to be, if it's token, aggro, or combo, it doesn't get, you're not playing this. You don't want to. It's not going to eat anything good, right? And I think that's what you're going to see. The Warrior is a combo deck, and there's a bunch of other combo, fast-paced decks. I don't think it's going to be played, but I absolutely love it. I'll give it 2 stars. Frost Wolf War Master, 4 mana 3/3, costs 1 less for each card you've played this turn. Rogue still is a thing. Could get a lot of stuff that costs less. So basically 0 mana 3/3. Definitely see play. I'll give it 4 stars. Iron Deep Trog, 1 mana 1/2. After your opponent casts a spell, summon a copy of this. So the big thing you want to do is buff this up pretty much as you can. If you take damage, it will summon a copy of the damaged one too. I kind of like it in Priest. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know where else you put it. I don't know how well it's going to be. I think it's just a meme though. 2 stars. Cobalt Taskmaster, 3 mana 2/4. Battlecry, add 2 armor scraps to your hand that give +2 health to a minion. Stat line, pretty crappy. Don't think you care too much about getting a 1 mana, give 2 health to a minion. That's just my thought on it. So, yeah, I'm going to give it 1 star. Snowblind Harpy, 3 mana 3/4. Battlecry, if you're holding a frost spell, gain 5 armor. So this, I think, mainly is going to be Shaman and Mage, and I think it's going to be played in most of them. It's 3 mana 3/4, good stats, and on top of that, you gain 5 armor. Really great stuff, especially with being aggressive. So I'll give it 4 stars. Stormbreak Marshal, 4 mana 2/6 with Taunt. If you took 5 or more damage on your opponent's turn, this cost 1. With how things I think are going to go and how things are, I think it's very likely that you're going to take 5 damage. And I'm going to be playing a lot of this because I want to do everything I can to try to counter the aggressive stuff. So 1 mana 2/6 with Taunt is amazing. So 4 stars. Knight Captain, 5 mana 3/3. Battlecry, deal 3 damage. Honorable kill, gain 3 +3/+3. So the dream would be your Battlecry. You kill something with the Battlecry. It becomes a 5 mana 6/6. You then smash a Stormpike Marshal with your 6/6. You become a 9/7 because you took the 2 damage, right? That's like the dream. The likelihood of it happening, about 0. The likelihood of you killing something with the Battlecry, about 0. Yes, I mean you can, but I think it sucks. 1 star. Gnome Private, 1 mana 1/3 animal kill, gain +2 attack. It's okay. The reason why it's okay is because it's turn 1, 1/3 stats. I mean, it has okay stats, and there is a chance you could kill something on turn 1 if you play it. And they play like a 2/1 or a 1/1 or whatever. Also buff it up. There's stuff there, you know. I'll give it 3 for that. Sneaky Scout, 2 mana 3/2 stealth. Honorable kill, your next tier power cost 0. I think it's okay, but it doesn't do anything much to me. I don't think it's going to be played though, so I'll give it 1 star. Purple, 2 mana 2/3 with honorable kill, give your other minions divine shield. This I actually like. And I think it benefits more things than not. I think it's better than the other stuff that we've seen. But like I said, honorable kill is just so hard to like really judge. And to be like, oh yeah, that's, you know, it's amazing, you divine shield everything, but what's the chance that you kill a 2 you know, 2 health guy later on in the game when you want to give Divine Shield to someone, right? Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I don't think it's to be played. I'll get 1 star. Blood Guard, 5 mana 4/7. Whenever this minion takes damage, give your minions +1 attack. I think it's basically an arena filler card. You get 1 star. Bunker Sergeant, 3/2/4. Battlecry. If your opponent has 2 or more minions, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. I don't think the stat line is good enough. If it was a 3 mana 3/4, maybe. But dealing 1 damage to all enemy minions doesn't really do much to me. Direwolf Commander, 3 mana 2/4. Animal Kill. Summon a 2/2 wolf with stealth. Maybe you see this be played in the Druid. That's the only thing I can possibly see, but realistically, I think it still just doesn't get played. 1 star. Frantic Hippogriff, 5 mana 3/7 beast with rush. Honorable Kill, gain Wind Fury. I think it's too tough to judge these honorable kill things. Not to judge, but I think it's very unlikely that a lot of these happen. So that's why I give them 1 star. Gangster, 2 mana 4/2 stealth. After your opponent plays a minion, attack it. So here's the thing. It's stealth on a body. Snipe on a body. They can see it. They know what's happening. They know when they play something, it's getting attacked. So if they have a 1 mana 2/1, they're playing it. And you're not getting any value. If they're playing only large stuff, you're getting value. It's probably not going to be to your benefit, so I'll give it 1 star. Herald of Lokholar. 4 mana 3/5 battle card, draw a frost spell. I think it will fit into your free Shaman. And that's about it. Possibly Mage. Possibly. But just because of free Shaman, I think it could fit in there. I'll give it 3 stars. Humongous Owl, 7 mana 8/4 beast with Death Rattle. Deal 8 damage to a random enemy. This could fit into that. That Warlock where every minion gets a Death Rattle. Every choice. I don't know though. I mean, it's definitely solid, but it's just a little expensive. So I think it's meme. 2 stars. Ice Revenant, 4 mana 4/5. Elemental. Whenever you cast a frost spell, gain +2/+2. Yeti body with upside. Not terrible. Could be something. I'll give it 3 stars. Ice Hoof Protector, 6 mana 2/10 taunt with freeze any character damaged by this minion. I think this is actually better than what some people would think. Just because it's anti-aggro, anti-token. And with the meta that I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be good for that. It's a slower meta, you don't play it. Simple as that. So because of that, I'll give it 3 stars. Legionnaire, 6 mana 9/3 with Death Rattle. Give all minions in your hand +2/+2. Too slow, I don't think it does enough, so I'll give it 1 star. Piggyback Imp, 3 mana 4/1 Demon with Death Rattle. Summon a 4/1 Imp. Same thing, I think it's too late in the stats here. I think it's enough. It's pretty aggressively statted, but not great, so I'll give it all 1 star. Ram Commander, 2 mana 2/2 Battlecry. Add 2 1/1 Rams with Rush to your hand. So I actually think this is playable because of the Beast Druid. So while he's not a beast, the Rams are. Your 1 mana 1/1 to rush. Essentially, you get a Spring Paw in your hand. That's how you can look at it. So it's not bad. I'll give it 3 stars for chance to be put into the Beast Druid. Reflecto Engineer, 3 mana 2/4 Battlecry. Swap the attack and health of all minions in both players' hands. It's a meme, straight up. 2 stars. Stormpike Quartermaster, 2 mana 2/2. After you cast a spell, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. I think it's a meme as well. I think you could try to do something with it, but realistically, what are you doing with this? I mean, it's probably for Rogue mainly. I don't know what you'd want to buff up with that. So, 2 stars. Tower Sergeant. I absolutely love the card art about this, by the way. 4 mana 4/4 Battlecry. If you control at least 2 other minions, gain +4/+4. So, maybe you play this in your aggressive, warlocks, something like that, like a Zulak or whatever. 4 mana 6/6, it's not bad. I think it can be tried out. 3 stars. And then Troll Centurion. 8 mana 8/8, rush an honorable kill, deal 8 damage to the enemy hero. What is the chance that you find something on the opponent's board that has 8 health that you're attacking into? Very unlikely, so it's basically an 8 mana 8/8 with rush. Not very good. I don't think it'll see play, so I'll give it 1 star. And shout out to our Frostwolf Cub, super cute. And shout out to the Mountain Cub. These are some of my favorite artwork that I've seen in a while. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you next time.